Aquarium, and I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about our lions and what we're doing for our training. To begin with, here at the zoo, all of our trainings are optional for our animals. It is up to them whether or not they want to participate, so we give them that choice. So if our lions do not want to come down and train, that is up to them. But we are going to do our best to encourage our lions to come down and train. So for a bit here, you're just going to see our keepers trying to get our boys' attention. So you're going to see them doing different things like making noise against the fence or calling out their name. And if we get real desperate, we'll start throwing food in their direction, hoping that will get them to come over. So it looks like we got one of our boys over there moving around. So here at our zoo, we have 5 lions total. We have 2 males and 3 females. Normally in their natural environment, males and females are going to live together, but here at our zoo, our boys and girls are actually related, so we keep them separate just to make sure that there are no accidents between them. So our boys are going to be out today, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll switch out and have our girls out. We try to switch them out every day, but sometimes our girls are a little smarter, and we'll make sure that if they want to stay inside or outside, they might get a few more days by just not moving around. So as I said, our training is optional for these guys. It's a pretty nice day out, and it looks like they found a little shaded spot to lay in. So they are looking pretty comfortable, but we're still going to do our best to try to get them to come over. Our 2 male lions are going to be named Shango and Coyote. They are brothers. They also have a sister named Kumani. They're all born at the same time, as lions are going to be born in a litter, usually consisting of around 2 to 3 cubs. So I got a question. It was, were they born here at the zoo? Yes, these 3 were born here at the zoo. We also do have particularly big lions here at the zoo. So their father was a lion whose name was literally Mr. Big. So we have exceptionally large lions. Our males are going to be around that 500 to 550 pound range, which is exceptionally large for lions. Normally, Amur tigers are going to be the largest type of cat in the world, but here at our zoo, our lions are actually bigger than our Amur tigers just because they are extra big, and then our Amur tigers are going to be a little bit on the smaller side compared to others. So we've got one of our keepers heading up that tower now, so they're just going to be trying to chuck down some food, see if we can get our lions to come down, making some noise. We'll do anything that we can to encourage our lions to come down, but we do want to give them that option of whether or not they want to participate in the training. So for our training, a way that we encourage them to come over is by giving them food as a reward for participating in the training. But since we want this to be an optional training for them, that food isn't going to be the only food that they get. They do get fed a regular meal at a different time. This instead serves as a light snack. So if they want that extra food, they can come over and get it, but they are not going to be missing out on any meals by not participating in the training. So for those of you guys who have house cats at home, you might know it's pretty difficult to get a cat to do anything it doesn't want to do. These guys are going to be somewhat similar to your house cat. They have a couple ways that they are the same. One way that they're similar to house cats is you can tell a lot about how they're feeling based off of the vocalizations that they made. But instead of meowing and purring like the house cats do, these guys are going to do a lot of roaring and grunting instead. That's how we're going to be able to tell how they're feeling based off of those noises. And also similar to house cats, they do have retractable claws as well, but they're going to be using them for a bit of a different purpose. So the retractable claws are really helpful for our lions because they are a very large animal, but they can still get moving really quickly. So it can be a little difficult to gracefully slow themselves down. But one way that they can do that is by actually digging their claws into the ground while they're running, and that's going to make them slow down a little bit faster.
What's running?
That's a very good question. What do the lions variety of meat, but their entire diet is going to consist of meat. So we like to give things like beef, chicken, and sometimes rabbit. We want to make sure that they're getting a good variety. They got different vitamins and nutrients from all the different types of meat that they're eating.
Do you see the lions? Do you see the lion? The lion, you see it right through here, right under the step. There's two of them over there.
So for those who are just showing up, we are trying to get our boys to come over and train right now. Here at our zoo, our training is optional, so it is up to them whether or not they want to participate. We're doing a couple of different things to try to get them to come over, like calling out their name, making some different noises, and throwing some food in their direction to see if that'll entice them to come over.
You guys are planning flying training at once?
Oh, gotcha. You go over there.
That's another one right over there.
It's so sweet. It's Chase. It's Chase the racer. It's Chase. He's the lion. Oh, wow. Chase.
Yeah, and there's another one right there.
This one.
They just fed him.
Me?
Your timing's perfect. They're
Yeah.
just getting ready.
Oh, they're just getting ready to feed him.
Yeah, they just got them coaxed down, so you couldn't have timed it better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What did they eat? Slow kids?
Meat.
Well, kids.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
naughty kids. So they got some balls.
Yeah, they use that for the enrichment. They'll put a little food in there and see if they'll
Oh.
try and use it as a puzzle to get the food
They are
out.
just
All
giant
right, it
kitties,
looks like
aren't
our
they?
boys have decided to participate in the training a little bit here today. So with our training for our lions and most of our animals here at the zoo, we have a 3-step process that we use to train them. So those 3 steps are going to be the cue, the bridge, and the reward. The cue is going to be how we ask the animal which behavior we would like them to do. So for our lions, we are going to use hand cues.
that
It's something called a
mane.
target
Right.
stick, which is just that stick with the wiffle ball on the end of it. With that target stick,
The one with the
touch their
darker
nose
mane
to it,
is
so we're
generally
able
the
to
one
move
that
it
is in
in different
charge.
ways that
Uh-huh.
allow our
It's kinda how they
lions to
judge
see
that.
In the wild, that's
In the
the
wild.
case, or just here with
In
their
the wild,
dynamics?
yep.
Okay.
those different parts of our lions.
Interesting.
Right? So when you think of Lion King,
Yeah.
it's backwards.
It's opposite.
Right.
Mufasa was the
We've
man.
already mentioned Mufasa.
It's like a pickleball.
It is a pickleball.
So for some animals, it might be something as simple as saying good job or great work. That is what we do with our lions here. But for other animals, it might be something like a whistle or a click.
Just give me the food, would you?
Instantaneously let them know that we're feeding
That's
them.
cool.
Moving on to our last step, which is the reward.
I see that
The
every
reward
day.
is really important.
Getting them ready for like blood draws and things like that.
Make them do this so that best thing that we can do
That's
is
true,
encourage
any
them
kind
to
of
keep coming
medical.
back and train with us.
That's the primary reason for these, is all medical.
Just to get them used to
Yes.
following commands.
Food motivated.
So he's poking on their back end, and that's to keep them distracted and to be like.
Well, that's
still-
actually to simulate if they were getting a shot.
Sure.
So that it's not like the first time that they ever get poked that
Right.
way.
That is what we use as a reward for them.
Oh, this is awesome. Look how
Right,
We do
big
these
they
trainings
look.
for a couple of different reasons, but one of the biggest reasons why we do these trainings for our animals is so that these guys can actually participate in their own health care.
Right.
When you have an animal that is as big as a lion, it can sometimes be a little difficult to examine different parts of their body or prepare them for medical procedures. For any of you guys who have animals at home, you might know that taking an animal into the vet can be a pretty stressful process. So with these trainings, we are trying to make it as stress-free as possible for both our keepers and animals if they ever did have to have any medical work done on them.
Oh my.
With these trainings, we're able to prepare them to have them do different things, like showing their sides or showing underneath their paw. And we also get them more comfortable with having a human being being a little closer and more in their space. Occasionally throughout the training, you might see one of our keepers likely poking the lions in the side. When we're doing that, what we're trying to do is desensitize them to that touching sensation. So in the instance we ever had to do anything like give them a shot or anything like that, you're going to be used to that poking sensation and it's not going to startle them in any way. Another reason why we do these trainings with our animals is so that these guys get a form of enrichment through it. Enrichment is anything that we can
What happened? I missed it.
Did that come from the lion?
What
Yes.
happened?
Yeah. That wasn't water. That was
Oh,
pee.
that was pee.
Marking his scent.
you don't get off the way.
They're done.
He peed on that. It was pee. I saw the liquid go. I just. He peed on that.
You're very welcome. Have a great day. Aren't you glad you weren't standing
Oh
there?
yeah. Excuse me.
So these trainings here also serve as a form of enrichment for our animals. So enrichment is anything that we can do to keep our animals both physically and mentally active and trying to break up their day-to-day routine. These trainings are a great way to do that. They get the physical activity from having to move around the way our keepers are asking them. And then they also get that mental activity by having to think about what our keepers are asking. So this is a great way for them to get enrichment because they get that physical activity from moving around the way our keepers are asking, and mental activity from having to think about what our keepers are asking them to do and then doing that behavior.
Wow. You want me to stand up?
Mama?
I'm gonna go first. Save me spot.
Oh, well, they were training the lions and feeding them food. I mean, the trainers were not people.
Okay, I'll give you a little bit of the turtles, and then we just have your stomach for lunch, okay?
Why did he kid on the kids? That's kind of how they mark their territory. So he just kind of saying, look out, this area is mine. So he didn't know that there was kids there. He just thought that that area was his now. You gotta go. Yep. It's happened more often the last couple of weeks. So it's not. That's like the second time I've seen it in the last 3 weeks. So it's not something that they've done. Some other animals, like other cats, have done it more in the past, but these two have not done it historically. We were just saying, so they're gonna keep doing it when you like spray zone stuff. You're welcome. They get 1 meal a day. Usually for steak, they do sometimes they get chickens. Chickens. And then they get like a couple of the boys will get anywhere from 15 pounds. And the girls get like 5 to 10 pounds. They definitely like chicken. Really? Yeah. Well,